welcome. It's great to have you here today.
Well, thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
Could you please start by introducing yourself and tell us a bit more about Froda?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Oliver. I'm one of the co-founders of Froda. So I've been with Froda since the start, which is about 8 years. Froda does SME lending. That's all we do. So basically, most of our customers are really small businesses, 1 to 4 employees. So it's kind of like micro lending to small businesses. And we do that in a novel way by kind of introducing 100% digital flow. We do credit assessment in a way that's much more adapted to small businesses. So kind of trying to bridge the gap between the small businesses and the high street bank. Trying to find a way to fill that need of financing that many small businesses have.
That's super interesting, and I want to learn more about that. So I think similar to Enfuce, Froda wants to make the world a better place in its own way. So tell us about that and what drives you to fulfill that mission.
I think the biggest drive I have is kind of the love for small businesses. I think they're really amazing. They work super hard, 7 days a week, very often, to really kind of enable their dream of driving their own business, and that we actually can help them in a way is very fulfilling. When it comes to improving the world or the society, I think the fact that small businesses create 4 or 5 new jobs in most of Europe, and at the same time they don't have the same possibilities to invest and grow, that's a big problem. So by trying to help them find external investments and grow their businesses is definitely something we think is doing good for society, creating more jobs, more tax revenues and so on. I think also the fact that we rely 100% on figures. We actually are being very objective by default and thereby democratizing capital in a way. So it doesn't matter to our machine learning algorithms if you're a young female, if you have another ethnicity background than Swedish, you will have the exact same chance to get financing because it's all based on the figures from your company. So I think that's a nice kind of way to approach the market and help the ones that are most underserved as well.
Definitely, that's amazing. Speaking of different and doing it a bit differently, what can the rest of Europe and world learn from the Nordic fintech scene and how we're doing things here?
Well, I think, Froda is actually moving out into continental Europe now. We just launched in Germany a month ago. And one of the big differences, I think, is how far ahead we often are from a digital perspective. So we are very digital savvy typically, and we have tools that enable us to invent a lot of things in the Nordics. I mean, just the fact that everyone in the Nordics has an electronic ID, it's such a facilitator. So I think maybe for continental fintechs to have a look at the Nordics and see what's happening here and what we can do with the tools that we already have in place. It's a nice area to start your business, I think. Then of course we're small, so you need to grow out, but it's a really nice place to start.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How about lending? Let's talk a bit more about lending. When it comes to 2024, what are the trends you're seeing? What topics to watch?
I think we will continue to see more and more financing in new places. So it will be less and less the bank alone providing finance. We will see it in more and more players. And of course, we are part of that in trying to embed our service with partners so they can offer SME lending to their clients. So that will be on the positive side. I think there will be more outlets, more possibilities for in our case at least, businesses to grow. At the same time, we are experiencing somewhat of a lending crunch. So, times are difficult. Macro is what it is, and we see more and more defaults. So banks and other financial players are tightening their lending. So that's going to be a challenge, I think, for many businesses that still want to invest.
Definitely. Lastly, we're still fresh into 2024. What are the topics that Stockholm FinTech Week here is going to be buzzing about?
Yeah, I'm going to be a little biased. So embedded finance is, of course, something that I'm very interested in, and it's really cool to see that it's coming up now at basically any event. Any fintech event has at least one track with embedded finance, which is cool. And of course, AI tomorrow is, I mean, it's been a topic for a while. It will keep being a topic for a while, I think. So looking forward to that as well.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Oliver, and wishing you a great event.
Thank you.